It was beautiful, historical, artistically subtle in a way that science can't capture, and I found it fascinating. None of this had even a hope of any practical application in my life. But 10 years later, when we were designing the first Macintosh computer, it all came back to me. And we designed it all into the Mac. It was the first computer with beautiful typography. If I had never dropped in on that single course in college, the Mac would have never had multiple typefaces or proportionally spaced fonts. And since Windows just copied the Mac, it's likely that no personal computer would have them. Vocabularies and synonyms. Artistically, adverb, as regards art or artists. Subtle, adjective, shrewd, skillful, dexterous, clever. Capture, noun, record accurately in words or pictures. Proportionally, adverb, in a way that corresponds in size to something. If I had never dropped out, I would have never dropped in on this calligraphy class, and personal computers might not have the wonderful typography that they do. Of course, it was impossible to connect the dots looking forward when I was in college. But it was very, very clear looking backward 10 years later. Again, you can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backward. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut. Destiny, life, karma, whatever. This approach has never let me down, and it has made all the difference in my life. Vocabularies and synonyms. Wonderful, adjective, great, extraordinary, incredible, awesome. Backward, adjective, having made less progress than is normal. Dots, noun, a small round mark or spot. Gut, noun, the stomach or belly. My second story is about love and loss. I was lucky, I found what I loved to do early in life. And I started Apple in my parents' garage when I was 20. We worked hard, and in 10 years Apple had grown from just the two of us in a garage into a $2 billion company with over 4,000 employees. We had just released our finest creation, the Macintosh, a year earlier, and I had just turned 30. And then I got fired. How can you get fired from a company you started? Well, as Apple grew, we hired someone who I thought was very talented to run the company with me, and for the first year or so things went well. Vocabularies and synonyms. Garage, noun, a building for housing a motor vehicle or vehicles. Release, verb, enable to escape from confinement, set free. Hire, verb, employ, someone, for wages. Talented, adjective, intelligent, skilled, capable, adroit. But then our visions of the future began to diverge and eventually we had a falling out. When we did, our board of directors sided with him. So at 30 I was out. And very publicly out. What had been the focus of my entire adult life was gone, and it was devastating. I really didn't know what to do for a few months. I felt that I had let the previous generation of entrepreneurs down, that I had dropped the baton as it was being passed to me. I met with David Packard and Bob Noyce and tried to apologize for screwing up so badly. I was a very public failure, and I even thought about running away from the valley. Vocabularies and synonyms. Diverge, noun, separate from another route and go in different direction. Devastating, adjective, highly destructive or damaging. Apologize, verb, express regret for something that one has done wrong. Screw up, phrasal verb, cause something to fail or go wrong. But something slowly began to dawn on me, I still loved what I did. The turn of events at Apple had not changed that one bit. I had been rejected, but I was still in love. And so I decided to start over. I didn't see it then, but it turned out that getting fired from Apple was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. The heaviness of being successful was replaced by the lightness of being a beginner again, less sure about everything. It freed me to enter one of the most creative periods of my life. Vocabularies and synonyms. Dawn on, phrasal verb, to become known to someone, often suddenly. Reject, verb, dismiss as inadequate, deny, dismiss. Heaviness, noun, the quality of having great weight. Creative, adjective, involving the use of the imagination or original ideas to create something.